Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
Okay, so this is a 1-2 game I played in Atlantic City. So I had been playing for a few hours. I built up a pretty good stack, and I have a really aggressive image on the table. So I opened 8-6 of hearts in the hijack. A lot of these details are going to be approximate because I played it over a month ago. But let's see. So I opened 8-6 of hearts in the hijack, and I got 3 callers. One, I got a limper to call me in the like an early position, and I got a call on the button. So it goes 3 ways to the flop.
Do you have any idea what the
And
stack sizes are?
the guy that called me on the button just bought in for 300, and the guy in early position, I don't remember, but the guy on the button is the villain in the hand. So
And how much did you raise to?
$15.
Okay, so I mean, that's fine. Isolating one player. I would
Yeah, that's what I
not.
was trying to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it with more than 2 limps, but okay. So you make it 15. Oh, sorry. You make it 15 with 8-6 of hearts over the top of an early position limper, and the button calls, and the limper calls, and the villain in the hand is the
Yeah,
button with 300 effective. Okay.
yeah, that's correct.
All right.
So the flop is ace of hearts, 5 of hearts, and an offsuit queen.
Okay.
So the guy checks to me in early position. I lead for $25, and the
25
button
into
calls me.
45. Okay.
Yeah, and early position folds, button calls. Oh no, I'm sorry. The button doesn't call me. The button min raises to 50. I got that wrong.
Oh, okay. So the button makes
Yeah,
it 50.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it's the ace of hearts and the 5 of hearts. I don't know like how many. I mean, it looks like he has a really strong hand, and I'm getting good odds to draw. So I thought it was a pretty obvious call.
I don't think it's a strong hand. Here's the thing here. So again, one of these things, just from my experience, when you bet 25 and a guy makes it 50 at this level, that's going to be a lot of hands like Ace Jack and Ace 10,
Mm,
or if some nitty guys like flat with Ace King. It's a lot of top pair hands that are protecting. It's not like a nut hand like Ace Queen or Pocket Fives. People
I
usually
didn't
will either
consider that.
slow play that, or they will. People usually either slow play that or they'll raise more. But at the same time, I'm not advocating just coming out and like bet 3 betting the guy, because I don't know if players are going to raise and then fold. Like if a guy makes it 50 for protection, he might not be capable of folding here. Ace Jack. If this guy was new to the table, if you transported me into this game, I would probably call, and then what's probably going to happen is that you're either going to get a reverse free card on the turn, or he's going to make a pretty big sizing mistake on the turn. He might bet like 50 again, so you're always going to be able to draw. You might be able to mix in some check raise all ins if you pick up like an offsuit 7.
Mm.
Is that your only open ended? An offsuit 7 or a 4 will no, or a 3.
Just
No, that's
anything I
a
pick up that with.
yeah. I guess it's only an offsuit 7. Will give you the 15 outs. Um, I don't know about a 13 out draw. It really depends on his sizing. But anyways, it sounds like you
Yeah,
called, right?
yeah.
Okay.
The turn is the jack of hearts, so I make a flush, and then
Oh,
I check pretty quickly.
okay. So this is where low stakes is much different from higher stakes, and this would be actually even my approach to 5-5. So occasionally I would say probably 1 day a week. Like my main game is 5-10, and now I'm playing a lot of 5-10-20. And I've in the past, when 10-20 at Commerce used to go, that was my main game too. So, I don't play a ton of small stakes, but I do live at the bike once a week, and I play 5-5. And my approach
Mm.
to how this hand would go down is that I would not check the turn here. Now, in a higher stakes game, you're almost always forced to check the turn when you make a flush from up front, because it's very unbalanced if you just come out and lead on the turn. But here, none of that stuff really matters. This is going to get checked through a lot. So I would just come out and bet. I would come out and maybe bet 75. I don't think
Yeah,
you're going to get a fold. It's just going to go check a lot. So
that would have defined the hand a little more for me. But I thought it would look too obvious if I bet.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. Like they're not gonna. It's the guy's not gonna fold a hand that he raised. Like if you make it like 50 or 60 here on the turn,
Yeah, he's just not willing to fold.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
So
you're probably right.
so you check.
He bet 100.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do except call. I mean, just a call, right?
Well, let's see here. You so he bets 100. He only has 150 left, right? In his
I
stack.
think he had 200. I think he had 200 left.
If he started
Maybe
with,
he started with more than 300. Then I was wrong.
so he had 200 left.
Yeah.
So I'll change that. I mean, after you call here, the pot already has 100 in it, and it has like maybe 150, 250, 350. If you move all in like for 200, it's gonna be 550, 200 for him to call. I would just move all in here. I mean, are you just gonna call and check the river? It seems like he could very well have ace jack, and I just don't see him folding that here in this spot. Like,
Yeah, he would never fold two pair.
like why are you just calling? Because are you gonna just call and lead the river, or are you scared that you're beat here somehow?
I was honestly scared I was beat,
But what do you,
but I'm also not going to fold.
here's the thing, like you're not the hands that you're beaten here by are like a king high flush. If he's playing king X of hearts, maybe okay, but usually you'll see guys at this level not drive that hand now that they make the nuts. Also, like he's not going to bet a royal
Yeah.
flush. So like I'm looking at this and like 9-10. I mean 9-10 and 9-7 are the ones that you have to worry about. You have 8-6 here, so I would just check and just get it in, especially if you say you're not going to fold.
Yeah, unless the river's a heart somehow. I
Sure.
don't. But the ace is a heart on the flop. That's the thing I kept thinking about. Like I might as well have shoved.
Yeah, I would shove for sure. I mean, the
Yeah.
pot's big, and he's probably going to call. It sounds to me like he's got two pair, and like you said, you can't really fold this hand at this level, so
Yeah.
um, I would just get it in. So it sounds like to me like you called.
Yeah, the river's a blank. I check, he shoves, and I thought about it for a long time, but I called, and he had queen X of hearts.
Oh, Queen
It's
X of
really,
hearts.
yeah, it
Oh, okay.
surprised me.
I see Queen X of hearts. I'm sorry, I was looking at the board and I thought King, but the Queen. So the Queen was not a heart. I had originally wrote
Yeah, the
that.
queen is off too.
I mean, that is what it is. It's kind of similar to the first call that we had. Like I would just get it in on the turn. To be honest, you just don't want this to go check check at the end. Whenever you're gonna not fold and you don't think the guy is bluffing, there's nothing wrong in this spot with less than half a pot size bet left to just get it in on the turn because you don't want the guy to check behind with hands that he's driving that are non-nut. So,
Yeah, you're right.
all right, thanks
All
for the
right, thanks,
call.
Bart. No
All
problem.
right. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.